Hi everyone! So I get a lot of requests of people asking how I do my eyebrows, and it's really simple. I do have sparse eyebrows, so I don't know if this tutorial will work for people who have more eyebrow hair, have that really long, beautiful brow hair. I have very little, so I do have to work with what I have, and I have to pencil it in and do a few other things. So if you have sparse eyebrow hairs, or you really like the really precise look, go ahead and keep watching and I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the makeup that I have on my brows right now so you guys can kind of see. I am just using regular Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. This is what I use to remove my makeup at night all the time. I find these work well and they sell them at Costco, so it's really easy to get them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. So just go ahead and wipe them off. Try not to get too much of my other makeup off. So that's what my eyebrows, I don't know if you can see that, that's what my eyebrows look like, not filled in. They're pretty sparse. I wasn't blessed with thick eyebrows. So I'm just going to let that dry off a little bit. And then the first tool I use is just a regular eyebrow brush. I got this one from Sephora. It's just a brow comb. I like it because also the other end has the metal bristles on this side for when you want to do your lashes. I find it's easier than using the plastic ones. So I just kind of grew my brow hairs upwards. When I say brow hairs, I mean 5 of them. So do that. Get them in a good shape. I try not to pluck my eyebrows too much. I mostly just do this area here and of course the middle, but I don't really have a lot of issues with having too many eyebrow hairs. So the product I use, just so you can see the outside packaging, is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I use it in Brunette. That's the darkest shade that I can find at my local Sephora. So one end is just kind of like a tip like this, and it has the pencil and it's nice and firm, so it's easy to use and make good brow-like texture, whereas if you use a softer one, it smears a little easier and you're going to have the thicker pieces. The other end of this has like a little twirly, spoolie piece, and then I'm going to brush that through. So go ahead, and I usually start with the inside of my eye and just kind of do light little wisps. And if you make mistakes, no big deal. I don't usually do this after my makeup's done. I usually put on my foundation, put on my eye primer, and then while that's all setting, I start doing my brows. So this is just to kind of get the shape going. I know especially for me, the inner corners of my brows are really sparse. There's not a lot of hair there. And then so just kind of fill that till it's a shape that you want, and then kind of create an arch. Unfortunately, my eyebrows don't have a lot of arch to them. They're pretty just kind of flat. So I have to kind of work with that and add that in myself. Okay, so once I have the general shape down, I don't know if you can see that. It looks really stiff. It looks really fake. So I like to run the spoolie end through. So I just kind of do that. And don't get too wild with it because you're really trying to just kind of spread the color out, blend it in a little bit so that you don't have to use too much, because if you use a lot of it, it's going to give you kind of more of a fake drawn on look, which I do like precise brows, but not that precise. And if you don't use the little spoolie end, it might be good for some more extreme makeup looks, but for now we're going for day-to-day brows. So the next product I use is a Nars eyeshadow, and that's in the color Coconut Grove. That's one of their darker colors because I have dark eyebrows. And then I use this brush I've had forever. It's a Chanel, and it looks like a number 14 brush. I've had this brush forever. I will say that the quality of Chanel's brushes are really good. This is actually the only Chanel brush I have because I haven't invested in any other ones, but I've probably had it for a good 8 years and it still has a good tip to it. It hasn't frayed or anything like that. It did used to be white, but since I use it only for my brows, as much as I clean it, it still ends up being a little bit darker. So then I go over the the Anastasia brow pencil with this to kind of set it, because I do have very, very oily skin, and I find that the brunette color of the Anastasia isn't dark enough for my brows or my skin or to match my hair. This is something I would do is if I would leave it like this, maybe blend it a little bit more if I was going for a more natural makeup look. So maybe something without such thick eyeliner or anything like that. I might keep it more natural that way. But since I'm wearing eyeliner right now, I'm going to go ahead and do the powder. So I just kind of fill it in. I go along the bottom because the Anastasia Brow Wiz really kind of already did everything. This is just to really make my eyebrows darker. So then once I've drawn on that bottom line, I kind of just blend it upwards to fill in any sparse spots, especially in that arch area. And then get a little bit more on the brush and definitely define this middle area. With the first brow, you can kind of do whatever you want, and then the second brow is just a matter of kind of matching it up to the other one. Okay. Making sure they're even. And then what I like to do after that is get another spoolie. I don't know why I use different ones. I probably could just use the Anastasia one, but I just use this one. It's from E.L.F. It was probably a couple dollars. I've had it for a while and I'd never used it, and then when I started doing this brow routine, I started using it every day. So I'm just going to run that through my eyebrows to again loosen things up and blend it a little bit. I find with makeup you need to blend, 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 blend. So that's it. That's how I do my eyebrows, and this one looks a little darker because my skin's so oily, and normally I would do it before in the beginning of the day, and today I've already gone to work and done all of that stuff. But that's just how I generally shape and pencil in my brows. You can see the big difference from if I do it at night than if I do it in the morning. But I hope you enjoyed this and have a good rest of your day. And if you have any requests, put them in the comments below, and I will give in the description box all of the products that I use for this tutorial. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye!